Last time on Gaming Through the Ages, I played Super Mario Galaxy from 2007 on the Nintendo Wii, which had me playing as Mario, who yet again needed to save Princess Peach from Bowser. The draw distance here was amazing, and we could be standing on one planet and jump to another one in the distance without any loading screens. Each planet looked interesting and unique, being composed of a variety of different materials with a diverse range of textures, some of which were reflective and transparent. The textures themselves are starting to become quite clear, making blurry textures a thing of the past. Will future game worlds continue to be made of sharper and more diverse textures? Keep watching to find out. Welcome to Gaming Through the Ages, the series where we take a look at games from many different genres and consoles through time, from 1975 to now in chronological order. Once we reach modern times, we start back at 1975 and explore a different group of games. Viewers of this series were given the opportunity to pick any game made in 2008 for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 or Nintendo Wii. Mario Kart Wii for the Nintendo Wii got the most votes. In this game we play as different Mario characters competing against each other in kart races. This isn't the first Mario Kart game released, it's one of many that have been released since the original we tried out back in 1992 on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Overall it's very similar to the original with a few changes here and there and of course new tracks. The biggest change we'll notice will be the graphics, because the original was 2D with a pseudo 3D art style that literally blew us away the last time, while this one really is 3D. Will this game blow us away like the original did? Keep watching to find out. Okay, here we go with another Wii game, and as you can see with this one, it uses this special, I forgot what you call it, Wii steering wheel thing, where you stick your little Wii remote into this fake little plastic steering wheel. So this should be interesting. You can really see how they're moving so fast that the hair is even shaking. I've got to admit that the animations here are pretty fast for the hair shaking. I don't know if it's that fast in real life, but I haven't really travelled that fast or seen someone travel that fast to know if that's how fast your hair shakes when you go really fast in real life. Anyway, let's get started. Press the A button. So I'm not pressing A and B this time, I'm just pressing A. And I get to point my Wii remote at the screen to choose a license. I will start with this one. Yes. I'll be this. Okay, so this is our license. It is being created using a guest me. You can create a new me in the me channel. So that's the whole Wii thing where you get to design your own face or something or other. Okay, so we can have 1 player, 2 players, 3 or 4 players. We will just go for 1 player here. Now we've got quite a few different game modes here. We've got the Grand Prix, the Time Trials, the Versus and the Battle. So we are just going to do Grand Prix, which is what we played in the original Mario Kart back 3 generations of consoles ago. Yes, this is the Nintendo Wii. Before that we had the GameCube, then we had the Nintendo 64, and before that the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and that's the console that we played the original Mario Kart on. So we've got a few different speeds here. We've got 50cc karts only, 100cc bikes only, and 150cc karts and bikes. I think we'll go with this one because I want, you know, a bit of speed here. So we get to choose who we want to be. There is quite a selection of characters here. You've even got the, you know, original Mario and our baby Mario sucking his thumb and an oversized hat there. It looks like here you've got the normal Peach and our baby Peach. I think we'll just use Mario here, just in case you've watched the original Mario Kart episode back in 1992 of Gaming Through the Ages Phase 1, just so if you wanted to, you can compare. But as you can see here, this is actually 3D. Unlike in the original, where on this screen you actually saw what looked like a 3D kart to be spinning around, that was just a bunch of sprites. This is legit 3D. This is not pseudo 3D, we have moved into the world of real 3D, as we did about 15 years ago in this phase, but this is finally Mario Kart in 3D. We've got quite a few different karts to choose from. This is interesting. So we've got 3 bikes over here, and we've also got some, like, you know, original karts. Oh, that looks cool. But you know what? Just for this first time around, I think we are going to go with the standard Mario Kart, just for, you know, comparison purposes. Overall, this kart here seems to be about average in everything. This one seems to have a little bit better handling and acceleration. This one has a bit better top speed, so we'll just go with the standard. Now we've got automatic or manual. I would prefer not to drift using buttons with the mini turbos, so I think we'll go with automatic. So we've got quite a few cups here. From the looks of it, these two top cups seem to be brand new levels, while these ones at the bottom, you can see GNC, Peach Beach. So this shell cup has a GameCube Mario thing, a DS one, and a Super Nintendo Entertainment System one. Oh, look at that, Ghost Valley. That's the one we originally played in the 1992 version on the SNES. Oh, that is so cool. So yeah, more GameCube and Nintendo 64. Anyway, we really want to see some of the new things. What does the new Wii have? So we're going to probably do the Mushroom Cup and the Flower Cup and see how we go with these levels. Okay. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Actually 3D for once. Although I've got to admit, those people in the audience there look 2D. Here we go. Crud, what's the control? Okay, I had to figure out the controls there. Okay. Let's go. So just like the original, here I get to collect a power-up, and what's this power-up do? Oops. No, that's the pause button. That's not a power-up. Wait a sec. I just got to figure this out. Ah, there we go. Oh, this is cool. I'm already coming third. Wow, that really got me ahead. Okay, I'm already in second place. As you can see, the mini-map doesn't take up half the screen. In the original Mario Kart, the mini-map, I think, took up way... Yes, I got him. Took up way too much of the screen. But now it doesn't take up half the screen, it's just kind of like a little overlay on the bottom right side of the screen, so this is a much better mini-map in my opinion. Overall, I've got to admit I'm finding this pretty easy. Like the original Mario Kart, I found quite difficult, and this one doesn't include coins. That's a fake one, it had an upside down question mark. Now let's take a little look at the graphics. Obviously now, oh crud. What has this happened to me? Oh, crud! I'm having bad luck. Oh, and this is the last lap. Oh no, I need to get ahead. I need to come first. We cannot lose at the last second. Come on, come on. I cannot be beat by Baby Peach. Yes, we came first. Now that, I've got to admit, was surprisingly easy. That was not really a challenge to me. But there we go, first with 15 points. And as you can see on the screen, all the text is so clear. I don't know why I'm just saying this now, but I just remember in the olden days where text was quite hard to read. They were using like pixel text. It's hard to explain. But yeah, the text here is very, very clear. You've got borders around the buttons, and these buttons have transparent effects. This is really good. But I do admit, to compare to Super Mario Galaxy that we played last year on the Wii, I'm not seeing that much of a graphical improvement. It kind of feels pretty much the same for me. I can't say this is better than the graphics we experienced last year. Oh crud, they zoomed by me really fast. Look at that, there was Toad and it was in a pram. They're in prams. Oh look, you can see actual cows here. Now anyway, let's talk about what I think about this game in its 3D form. Now the original, oh thank goodness we didn't hit that fake thingy. The original was not 3D, it was pseudo 3D. But that at the time I was saying, you know what, you don't even need 3D. This pseudo 3D is good enough. But just because at the time we were so used to the world of 2D games, to us, seeing this pseudo 3D, it just really felt like real 3D because we hadn't yet experienced real 3D. So the pseudo 3D was great back then, but oh crud, lightning strike. But now, after experiencing real 3D, I definitely couldn't go back to pseudo 3D because I can tell the difference now. I can see how much better this is, what we've got now, than the pseudo 3D. It's all about a concept called excuse me with the way I pronounce things, not my, strong area here, pronouncing words, hedonic adaptation. So hedonic adaptation, or happiness adaptation, or the hedonic treadmill, is basically about how as certain things in your life get better, you kind of adapt to these changes in your life. So let's say you've got a job earning $40,000 a year, and then you do everything around your life, live in a certain house, have certain cars based on your income of $40,000 a year. Then you get a pay rise to $80,000 a year, and what you do is you start spending better, you get better cars and everything like that, almost to upgrade your lifestyle to match your income. But in doing that, your happiness level, apparently after a few months, returns to its baseline state of happiness, and that's called hedonic adaptation, and that's what we are currently experiencing here in this series. I feel right now really, really happy to be playing Mario Kart Wii, and as you can see, we're on the third race. But the thing is, although this is much better, I can see this, I'm much happier playing this game right now than if I suddenly went back to the old original version. I wouldn't be as happy playing it because the graphics are so much duller and it just doesn't feel as alive as this game. I mean, look, you can see even the mushrooms going up and down, you can see the great shadows on the ground, everything looks fantastic. So yes, right now if I played the original Mario Kart, I would go look at the graphics and go, oh my goodness, these graphics are awful. But at the time, those graphics for me were incredible. They were absolutely amazing. But now I can't say the same thing. These graphics are amazing, but those aren't. So what's happened is, due to hedonic adaptation, I have gotten used to 3D graphics over all this time that we've been experiencing 3D graphics, so they no longer amaze me. So overall, if you want to get the most out of games, playing them in chronological order is pretty much the best thing you can do, based on, graphics and time things were released, because over time the games evolve and get more complex, and that means your hedonic adaptation is most suited to playing in this format. Anyway, enough of psychology right now, we're going to go back to Mario Kart. Look at those shiny crystals, and I can't believe all these animations and the bounces, and I've got to admit the game is running very smoothly as well. And look at those! What we just saw there, those, I don't remember what you call them, those little brown walking things. I remember we saw those back in 1985 when we played Super Mario Brothers. They were made of 3 or 4, I can't even remember how many colours they were, but they were probably like only 16 by 16 pixels, if that. Maybe even only 8 pixels by 8 pixels. And they were only made of 3 or 4 colours. Now they're 3D and they're walking, and I still recognise what they are. Oh no! I was just about to say that this is just seeming ridiculously easy, but now I'm on the last lap now and I'm going 7th, and it's like, oh no, that one crash has stuffed me up. I need to get a power up. Uh-oh. You kidding me? Oh, that's an awful finish, just because I got knocked off just as I was about to go over those bouncy mushrooms. Well, you know what? I'm still in the game, I'm coming 2nd place. But Baby Peach is winning, dang. Okay, here we go. I think this is the last race now of the Mushroom Cup. Anyway, yeah, final race. Here we go. What I love here is the variety of different vehicles. I mean, yes, they removed the coins since the original version, but I kind of feel like coins, as much challenge as they added, these different karts kind of bring a little bit more strategy, like different tracks might make acceleration more efficient or something else efficient, so you've kind of got this strategy of picking the right cars here. Wow, this power-up is really good. Oh. I'm doing so badly now, 11th. When you think about it, it's pretty amazing that I'm versing the computer, and the computer is controlling 11 other characters, because I'm the 12th, so it's controlling 11 other characters. That's just amazing. Just looking at this, you can see all these different textures, and the ground is moving around me, and like, things aren't blurry. Blurry textures are definitely a thing of the past. I'm looking at these ground textures now, and although they're not crystal clear, I'm not looking at them going, oh, this is really boring, these are bad, textures. These are actually fantastic textures, and everything is so clear now. And I've got to say, definitely my favourite thing about this is the cool, like, flashy grounds, and those question mark things are so cool and sparkly and transparent and colourful. Those are just so interesting to look at overall. Oh, come on, I've got to come first, this is the last lap. Come on. Go, go, go. Yes! Oh no! First! Yes, we did it. Only just. So I think we have officially beat the Mushroom Cup. We have. Here we are, driving through the 3D town. Oh look! Remember the 2002 game, the Super Mario Sunshine? I'm pretty sure it was 2002 on the GameCube. Those were those weird islanders. There's so many throwbacks in this Mario series to other, you know, characters and things like that. Yes! We've come first! Wow, that is a lot of characters. And there we go. First place. Look at how shiny that is. That is so cool. Rank B. Why did I get B? Isn't first place an A? How do you get better than first place? Maybe it's like the time you take or the length of time you stay in first place for. Maybe then you get an A. Anyway, let's go to single player again here. Now let's be someone else. We are gonna be... What is something we have not been before? Because we played as Donkey Kong in 1999, I think we will play as Donkey Kong again. I must admit though, looking at Donkey Kong, the character model itself, it just doesn't... Like Mario seems a bit smoother and curvier. Donkey Kong himself almost looks like he's ripped right out of the Nintendo 64 when we played back then. Because he just doesn't seem to have that many polygons. I don't know, he seems... His arms seem quite flat, his legs seem quite, you know, sharp corners and stuff. I don't know, maybe it's just my imagination, but yeah. Okay, I think this time around we'll go for... Let's go with this one for some super speed. What I like here is the fact that it looks like you can unlock more cups. Maybe once you finish these cups, you'll unlock more cups or something like that. Anyway, let's try the flower cup now. I'm just going to show you little bits of this. I'm not going to show you the full races here, just little bits. Those brown guys again. Oh, that's from 1996, that guy. When we saw him in Super Mario 64, I think. The trees are 3D, yes! Actually, are they? Okay, let's go off track here. This is 3D, yes, those are 3D, okay. I'm not trying to win this race, I'm just trying to see what is and isn't 3D here. These trees are 3D, okay. We do have 3D trees there. Now these people here, yes, Shy Guy and all these guys, they are 3D as well. And the flowers are 3D as well. Yes, a lot of things actually here, even this pole is 3D. A lot of things here actually are 3D, so that's pretty awesome. Anyway, let's see if I can play catch up now. I'm very far behind. Whoa, I've not seen this power up before. This is just zooming me forward. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was a good power up. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go too good in this one. Because I was too busy looking at the graphics here. Oh, crud. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, this one looks cool. It's like inside a mall. But those Miis, they look 2D. Look at this, we're actually driving into a mall. And going up the elevator. This is a really unique track. Oh my goodness, I like this one. This is really cool, this track. Look at the amount of detail on objects around us here. Gee. And there's multiple, like, places you can take in these tracks. Whoa, that was cool. Oh, and there's cars out the front trying to park. Oh, that is cool. Oh, this is the lower level. You even see, like, detail, like signs say stuff like, oh, toilets and this and that. That is so cool. I'm seriously not having luck anymore. Crud, that Mario is massive. Okay, there we go. Finally some luck returned. I kind of feel like this is much harder than what I just, you know, that first level I did. So maybe they've like saw that I was going really good and they made it harder or something. I don't know if they've got that advanced system here. What's this? Now I can't see. Oh no, right before the end I've crashed. Get away from me. No, I was going so well. Oh no. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Got to first. Okay, we're coming third now. Look at this, you can even see the snow falling. Skiers, I don't know, snowboarders. I love that they've even got those like lift things that take people back to the top of the mountains. I love the actual detail that goes into each level here. Whoa, what is what just happened? I just sped over a bunch of the land. That was so cool. Oh, so it's almost like it took us to the top of the mountain and we get to ski down now. Cool. Oh, I shot myself. I've never known that you can shoot yourself with those red shells. I thought they just aim out for the player in front of you. I love this bit. When you think about it, this track would have been quite hard to do in pseudo 3D. Because it's got like really curved up sides. Like over there, how would you do those like, you know, big side curves up in pseudo 3D? That would be a big challenge. I guess you could, but it wouldn't look as realistic as say a flat track would in pseudo 3D. Fourth. This is definitely harder. I don't know why, but it just seems like the first, I had so much ease with doing the first thing, but this is just challenging. Okay, here we go for the final race. Wow, look at how high we are up. I love the details in all these levels. They've just put so much, all the train tracks in the sky and the things sticking up. Although the clouds in the sky look a bit pixelated and dull, I've got to admit. But everything else is cool. Don't cry, these bats. Oh, I had to bump that cloud thing off me onto some other player. That's cool. And then it electrocutes them. That's a funny power-up. Now, just while playing this, I have got to admit that overall, at the beginning of this series in Gaming Through the Ages, it was easier to notice... Oh, crud. It was easier to notice changes in graphics. Like, for example, the move from 8-bit to 16-bit and all of that kind of stuff. But now I'm just finding that with each episode that goes by, the graphics are looking fantastic, but I'm having trouble pinpointing exactly what has changed. You know what I mean? Like, ever since we moved into the world of 3D, I've been seeing, you know, stuff like higher polygon counts and, you know, clearer textures, but it's harder to pinpoint differences now. Like, I mean, we already have a bunch of colours now. So many colours. But colours were a big thing in the past, like how many colours does the game have, you know, resolution and amount of pixels per sprite, but it's just super challenging now. I can barely even say how this game is different from the last game we played, Super Mario Galaxy. Second's not too bad, but I'm definitely not coming first here. Oh, what? I'm coming fourth overall? Oh, crud. So I'm not even in the top 3? Oh, this is embarrassing. Oh. Let's just see what this battle is. We've got balloon battle and coin runners. Let's check out the balloon battle. And we shall be another character. We will be Yoshi. So it is the red team versus the blue team. And I will go on a bike. Okay, so we get to choose a level. Oh, we've got the Wii stages and the retro stages. Oh look, the original one, SNES Battle Course. So they had this battle thing in the original. Okay, let's go for a Wii stage. Delfino Pier. Okay, we're gonna do that just because that reminds me of when we played the 2002 Mario Sunshine. Look at this. Wow, this looks cool. So it looks like here I've got 3 balloons. Okay. And I need to... what team am I? I'm on the red team. Okay, so I've got to get people who are on the blue team. So if I couldn't aim it properly at him. So I've got to attack them, and obviously they're going to lose their balloons. Okay, I see. Where is that? Red team got one. Okay, so obviously one of the people on my team got them. Nuts. Now they got a point. And I've only got 2 balloons left. Okay, that's it. I'm going to crash into someone here. From the blue team. I can't get her! Yes! I got Bowser. Okay, it's 5-5 now. I missed her. Well, I hit her, but just not at the right time. I missed Donkey Kong. Yes! That was easy. So it's 13-10. Okay, 1 minute left. We are winning it by a long shot. Where are all the blue people? Why can't I see them? Oh wait, there's a whole bit of course up. Okay, this is why I couldn't find anyone, because it actually extends up here. I didn't know about this whole section of the map. I feel silly now. Yeah. Yes, 19 to 11. So the red team has won. Oh, and I got the most points as well. I tied with Mario there. That is cool. Overall, my opinion on this game is overall it was fantastic. It was much better than the original Mario Kart game on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, but playing that game back in the day was pretty much as fun as playing this game now. I couldn't go back to that game, but because back then I was used to all the 80s, late 80s and all of that kind of system, and I was used to the 2D world, experiencing that 3D world, or pseudo 3D world back then, was just incredible. And this game, as cool as it was, and as great and detailed as the worlds were, I'm kind of getting used to, it doesn't feel like much of a jump ahead. It didn't feel like it had anything more than, say, Super Mario Galaxy or the Zelda game that we played before. So overall, it kind of feels like, I don't know, as fun as this game is, it doesn't stand out in 2008 to me as much as the original stood out in 1992 to compare to the games and stuff back then. But overall, it was a great game, highly detailed worlds, really, really great textures, and, a variety of textures as well as how sharp they were. And we could sit here, play through the cups, trying to unlock some more cups and doing more stuff for ages, but I think now it is time to move on to the next game. So where to next from here? The year in the next episode will be 2009, which introduced, well, nothing really major, but let's take a look anyway. First of all, we have a slimmer version of the PS3. The original was 5 kilos, while this one is 3.2 kilos. As for the new consoles, we've got... What? Seriously? Another V-Smile system? And this one is for babies? It's like they're trying to take over the world by controlling the minds of children, yet children aren't enough. They want our babies too. Anyway, moving on to a less insidious system, we have the Zebo, which was targeted for developing markets such as Brazil, India, China, and Mexico, giving people who have had little or no access to such technology the ability to jump into the world of gaming. You'd think this was an Australian console though, because look at that controller. It's a boomerang! And obviously, with inspiration from the Wii, it has a built-in accelerometer, allowing you to control games with physical gestures and movements. Anyway, for the next episode, pick a game made in 2009 for the PlayStation 3, Wii, or Xbox 360, is what you'd hear me saying in a future phase of gaming through the ages in around the year 2020. Instead, as we're halted by 2016's limited 7th generation emulation abilities, you can either choose an emulated Wii game or one of the 2009 PS3 games I found on heaps in the year 2016, using a real PS3 console. I'll see you guys next time on Gaming Through the Ages.